Yo, I want to say shout out to Hassan Campbell, man. Like, you know what I mean? He said something on his live that damn near got me emotional, you know what I mean? I'm just seeing it because I had to watch it over, you know what I mean? But he was like, put a one in the chat if, you went to school and it was hard to function because of lack of poverty, because you was living in poverty, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, yo, that shit, it touched me because I was just explaining that shit to my wife, you know what I mean? And like sometimes women don't understand the shit men go through and how we grow up. Like, I mean, we grow up. It could be we be in the same hood, but you know, what I mean, it's different. It was different from like motherfuckers in my age bracket growing up, like the dudes and the women. You know what I mean? The girls that was growing up. You know what I'm saying? We wanted to be fresh as shit. I know it's shit that like my mom couldn't afford. You know what I mean? When I was in school, especially when I got to high school. You know what I mean? I had to go. That shit, like being in poverty, forces you to go out and make decisions that you normally wouldn't want to make. That shit, you know what I mean, out there hustling and, you know what I mean, at 14, 13, 14 years old just to get you a fresh pair of sneaks because your mom can't afford the shit you want. Like, you don't get me wrong, like, my mom kept us clean, but, you know what I mean, Mom, can I get a new pair of sneaks? Wait till Christmas. Wait till your birthday. You know what I'm saying? I probably had, like, you know what I mean, this is real shit. I probably got, like, 2, 3 pair of sneaks through that whole year. You know what I mean? If you mess them up, that's on you. You know what I mean? And rest in peace to my mom. I love her. She did her best. You know what I mean? But I knew it was things that she couldn't afford for me growing up. And that's what forced me to like do the things that I did just to, be able to function in school. I had to go to truancy court. My mom had to go to court and I couldn't explain to her, you know what I'm saying? Like, Mom, I don't feel right in school. I can't function. We poor as shit. You know what I mean? You see the spoil you kids, they come into school with they, you know what I mean, they fresh J's. So I never had a pair of Jordans, you know what I mean? This is real shit. This is me venting. I never owned a pair of Jordans till I was grown enough to buy them shits. You know what I mean? Probably like 5 years ago is when I bought my first pair of Jordans. You know what I'm saying? I never had a pair of Jordans. I don't even remember having a pair of Air Maxes. Like the best thing I used to wear was Timberlands and motherfucking Air Forces. And you know what I mean? Thank God for Dickie sets. You know what I mean? Because I had damn near every color Dickie set. You know what I mean? Short sleeve, long sleeve, blue, black, tan. And I switched them motherfuckers up throughout the, you know what I mean? And I stayed with a nice fitted hat, a fitted cap, you know what I'm saying? Some fresh trees. That's when I started making my little money, you know what I mean, and doing for myself. That's what kept me, because like growing up in the hood is different. You know what I mean? It's very different, man. You just wanna you wanna be fresh to be able to function. To give you is a confidence thing. When you sitting there, your hair nappy, your clothes ain't up to par, the girls ain't checking for you, you know what I'm saying? That shit, it does something to you. It's a lot of niggas that probably dropped out of school because of that. You know what I mean? Like I said, I was on a verge of dropout. And I was smart through like elementary and junior high. I was smart as shit because that shit didn't bother me so much. You know what I'm saying? Probably like my 8th grade year in middle school, it started to bother me. You know what I mean? I was like, damn, I gotta go to high school with the bigger niggas. I ain't got, no, my shit ain't up to par. Like, oh man, you gotta remember, like when I came up, like my first year in high school was '98. So, that's when all the fly hip hop shit was out. You know what I mean? Jay-Z, Hard Knock Life. You know what I mean? Niggas talking about getting money. We shouldn't have been even think about shit like that as youngins. But you know what I mean? That's the shit we was programmed like to look fly. We just came from the Biggie era, Coogee sweaters and all that. You see your elders, they fresh. We trying to keep up. You know what I mean? Yeah, that shit, being in poverty will force you to go out and do some crazy shit, especially as a youngin. You know what I'm saying? That's why I can't get into these Democrats like Obama. I'm still pissed at the shit he did and said, nigga, you're from Hawaii. You know what I mean? You came from a rich background. Like, you know what I mean? Your family rich. You can't possibly relate to the shit we've been through, dog. You can't relate to the shit we've been through. You know what I mean? Talking about my brothers. Nigga, you ain't never had to experience the shit we experienced. worrying about what you gonna eat tonight and what you gonna wear tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Yo, but that shit, shout out to him, man. That shit just took me back, and I'm venting, man. You know what I mean? I said, let me make a video about this shit, man. This woke on Ready TV. Like this video, subscribe to this channel. Peace and love.